In this video, we're going to talk about Arsenal versus Southampton, where Arsenal drew 3-3, and whether this means we have lost the title.
How do you analyse today's game?
I think they were scared. You could see fear in the players.
I would kind of disagree. I think obviously to go 2-0 down against Southampton at home, obviously you're going to be a bit shook, like what's going on. But equally, you could see that the players were trying to get back into the game. When we went 2 goals down, they went in a little huddle to get together to plan how to come back. And when we actually were on the comeback, they were trying to rile up the crowd, get them on side. They seemed really fired up after we tried to get back into the game.
The players are more concentrating on City's form now, whereas earlier in the season they were concentrating on their game, and you can see that, blood.
To be fair, yeah, if we go to the Etihad and get a point, we'll be on 76 points. City will be on 71, but with 2 games in hand. Assuming they win both their games in hand, they'll be a point above us, 77 points compared to 76, with the same number of games played. So obviously at that point, technically it will be in City's hands, so we kind of have to hope for them to flop. I severely doubt, though, that we'll go to the Etihad and win, because I literally can't remember the last time we've won there. We never win at the Etihad. We never beat them at the Emirates, let alone the Etihad. So I don't think we'll win. I think maybe at best we can get a point. We'll get a draw, maybe. So we do kind of have to hope that they'll drop points at some stage.
The way we're playing, we're not playing how we were playing in the first half of the season. The defending at times is just ridiculous.
Obviously, we had a bit of a blip during February where we lost to Everton, drew to Brentford, lost to City at home. That was quite a bad run of form. And then now, more recently, obviously drawing to Liverpool at Anfield 2-2, drawing to West Ham at the London Stadium, and now obviously against Southampton at home, drawing 3-3. That's obviously a game you'd expect us to win. So yeah, we haven't really been playing how we should in terms of getting the results, getting the points. But saying that, we're unbeaten in our last 10 games. We've won 7, drawn 3. During certain moments in games, we're quality, and then during another period of the game, we start to kind of drop off in terms of our performance, let the opposition back into the game a bit.
Ramsdale, that's my guy, bro. I defend him to the hill, but I don't know why you're playing that there. The man literally transformed into Leno, blood. You understand? I thought it was Emery on the touchline, the way the stupidness at the playing at the back. 25 seconds, bro, and you're doing that, blood.
Obviously, it was disappointing to concede a goal like that early on. Ramsdale obviously trying to play the ball out from the back, but failing quite miserably there. Giving it straight to, I believe it was Alcatraz who scored the goal. But yeah, giving it straight to that Southampton player, and he puts it away. And obviously, in the Premier League, there's no easy game per se. There's no such thing as an easy game. Whatever opposition you're playing, they can give you a run for your money, as shown by how top of the table Arsenal nearly lost to bottom of the table team, essentially relegation fodder in Southampton. Because when you give the team chances on a play, it's like, of course, they're most likely going to take them. And it's a Premier League, man. You can't afford to be doing mistakes like that if we want to win this title.
Do you understand? Like they say, start off how you mean to go on. We started shit, we played shit, and it was shit, blood. You understand? I said if we don't win the game today, the league's gone, blood.
I would say, yeah, obviously it was disappointing to concede those goals early on. We did start the game obviously bad, but then I'd say after that we were kind of on top of Southampton. Even though they made it 3-1, when we got the goal back after that, we were really on top of them. And then when they made it 3-1, obviously that was disappointing. Then even then, we still, kept on plugging away, kept on going, and eventually got the point. Obviously not ideal, not what we would have wanted, but it's better than nothing.
Let's be real. I'm not going to come out here and paint this fake picture, because it's real now. The league is done. We lost the league at Liverpool. I believe that at Bournemouth we had a chance. I thought that was the team that was going to kick us on, inspire us. You know what I mean? Like put fire in the players' bellies, but they bottled it. They've bottled it, bro.
So you've written it off?
I've written it off now, blood. You think we're going to concede 3 at home to Southampton and go lock down Haaland with Holding?
Yeah, it's unlikely that we'll get a result at the Etihad. As in, I don't think we'll win. I think maybe we can get a draw, but a win with the likes of Erling Haaland, obviously arguably the best striker in world football. And yeah, Holding is our second choice centre-back. He's not our main centre-back pairing. Our main centre-back pairing is Gabriel and Saliba. And obviously the game against Bournemouth that we played, when we beat Bournemouth 3-2 in the last minute, essentially winning it with the last kick of the game, I thought as well that was what was going to spur us onto this title. Obviously now with the draws that we've had in recent games, it's kind of like up in arms, up in the air. We don't know what's truly going to happen. Is it going to be us or City wins the title? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, I feel like this title race will go down to the wire.
Smith Rowe's just sitting there on the bench, not given a chance. The man starts Fabio Vieira. He signed Jorginho in the January. Fabio Vieira's had one good game, bro. Brentford. One good game. Jorginho has had a few good games. You understand? Won us a game. Brought us back into games. Just sitting there, blood.
Emile Smith Rowe last season was one of our best players. I remember he got like 10 goals last season, which for a kid, a youngster, is fantastic. He was outstanding last season. And yeah, we're not really giving him a chance ever since he's come back from injury. He hasn't really figured much. I don't know if Mikel Arteta's trying to ease him into the squad, not play him too much so he doesn't get injured. But no, he should be getting more game time now because he's missed most of the season and now he's back fully fit, I believe. And yeah, in terms terms of Jorginho, when he came into the squad, when we signed him, a lot of the fans thought he'd be a crap signing. I actually thought he'd be good because he's Premier League proven. He's won some of the major honours in the game, like the Euros, the Champions League, and he's been good for us. And yeah, it's kind of weird how he's not really figuring as much. I know he's meant to be a cover or a backup, so to speak.
I remember being 3-0 down at Bournemouth away. We came back 3-3, and I walked out of that ground pissed off because we shouldn't be 3-0 down to Bournemouth. We shouldn't be 2-1 down, 2-0 down to Southampton, a team that's fighting relegation.
Yeah, that's true. Obviously, we're top of the table. Southampton are obviously a team that is, fighting relegation, bottom of the table. Kind of chalk and cheese in that sense. So to be losing to them at home at the Emirates, even away from home, obviously poor, not what you'd expect or what you would think would actually transpire and happen. But that turned out to be the case.
We're fighting for the league title. These men did not play like that in the first half. Why do we have to go behind for them to wake up? Do you not want this league title?
I hear you on that.
I want this league title, bro. Since 2004.
No, you're giving up.
Bro,
you've given up on it.
I'm real, Robbie. I am real. I have been in title races. I'm not a young fan, respectively. I know.
But you've given up.
I've been through it. I've seen Henri bottle titles, bro. You're getting the real thing from me, bro. It's done.
Troops, if I'm not mistaken, is in his 30s. So yeah, he's technically not a young fan. But I would say we're still in this title race. I mean, obviously it was gutting to draw to Southampton. Obviously that's a game we want to win. But I think we could still go on to win it if we get some sort of result at the Etihad, either a draw or a win. I doubt we'll win. But if we get a draw, I'd say it's still on. If we lose, City are winning it. But if we can get that point at the Etihad, maybe, then I think it's still on.
This is your opinion.
89, we had men in the team.
Right.
89, we had generals. 89, we had a team that would die. This team, there's not enough men in this team. They're growing into men. You understand, Cecil? Saka's turning into a man. Pause. Martinelli, Odegaard, all these men are turning. They're growing. You understand? There's not a linchpin in there. You get me? There's Jesus who's been through it, but you understand? We need more than that. You understand? When you go for a league title, you need a spine full of generals. We don't have that right now. Do you understand? You get me? City have a spine full of generals. City have now hit form at the time you don't want them to hit form. De Bruyne, we've been cussing him whole season. I didn't even put him in my team of the season. I got to redo my team of the season now, blood. Because the man's come alive. You understand? Haaland's breaking record after record, blood. We have to look as honest now.
Yeah, of course, City are capable of going on a run. They have that experience of winning Prem titles left, right, and centre. They know how to do it. And they can go on a 10, 12 game winning streak if they wanted to. But in terms of us, I guess we don't have the experience of Manchester City. Our players are a lot younger. Some of them have never really done it before. Some have. But other players like Bukayo, Saka, Gabriel, Martinelli are a lot younger. Yeah, our team is not as strong in terms of experience. But we still obviously have some quality players. I'd say Zinchenko is a leader. Gabriel Jesus definitely has experience. Xhaka is a very experienced footballer. Partey is fairly experienced as well.
Giving up.
I'm not giving up. They gave up. Don't blame me, blame them. That's how I'm ending it.
I mean, they fought back to rescue a point. Obviously, we shouldn't be in that position in the first place, but the fact that they kind of rallied together to come back and at least get something from the game showed a bit of character, a bit of fight. So I wouldn't necessarily say the players down tools, so to speak. They picked themselves up and went again and got the draw.